Dear students, welcome back to the second part of our discussion, and in this session we'll talk about the next five books which we think that you should read if you are at the beginner level of your book reading journey. Students, many of you write to me and ask, Madam, how we should distribute our time between book reading and newspaper reading. Students, ideally, when you start this book and novel reading, you should distribute it in the ratio of 65 is to 35. That is, 65% of your reading time should be given to book and novel reading. Gradually, when your competitive exam approaches, you can change this ratio to 50 is to 50. So this is my tip for you students. Now, continuing our discussion, the sixth book I wish to recommend all of you is everybody's favorite, and this is The Alchemist by Paolo Coelho. It's an adventure and fantasy novel of a shepherd boy who is able to find a treasure beyond his wildest dreams. Along the way, he also learns to listen to his heart and, more importantly, realize that his dreams or his personal legend is not only his but it is of the entire universe. The Alchemist has become a popular book for many reasons. It gives you an insight into how life can be in different perspectives. At the same time, it gives you a message to follow your dreams and aspirations. So, very nice book. The next book I wish to suggest all of you is Not a Penny Less and Not a Penny More by Jeffrey Archer. It's his first novel, students. It's a page-turning tale of fraud, revenge, and determination of four men as the four men stop at nothing to get back what was stolen from them. Their plan is simple: to sting the crook for exactly what they lost. Not a penny more, not a penny less. First published in 1976. It was to have been inspired by Archer's real life experience of near bankruptcy. This novel of Jeffrey Archer serves intelligence combined with teamwork at its best. It very well signifies what a person is capable of doing if he is good at what he is. In fact, it would be more precise to say that a guy's work is breathtaking in any field if he has mastered his own. So this is the message of the book. The eighth book I wish to suggest all of you is The Diary of a Young Girl. The Diary of a Young Girl, or The Diary of Anne Frank, is a book of the writings from the Dutch language diary kept by Anne Frank, a teenage girl, while she was in hiding for 2 years with her family during the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands. The diary has been published in more than 70 languages. It begins on Anne's birthday when 12 June 1942, when she was gifted this diary, and tells the story of a family who lives in Frankfurt, Germany, and suddenly have to go into hiding as a result of Hitler and Nazi party's treatment of the Jews in Europe during the Second World War. They escape to Amsterdam, where they go into hiding with other Jews. The diary end suddenly on 1st August 1944. There are many important messages in the book, but the most important message is that all people have the right to live in freedom. And story shows us that just because people may be of different religion or race doesn't mean they should be treated differently. The terrible treatment of Jewish people during the war has shown this. The ninth book I want to suggest all of you is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. It's a self-improvement book, students, and it is written on Covey's belief that the way we see the world is entirely based on our own perceptions. In order to change a given situation, we must change ourselves, and in order to change ourselves, we must be able to change our perspectives and perceptions. Covey's 7 habits are composed of primary principles of character upon which happiness and success are based. The 7 habits of highly effective people puts forward a principle-centered approach to both personal and interpersonal effectiveness. Rather than focusing on altering the outward manifestation of your behavior and attitudes, it aims to adapt your inner core character and motives. Last but not the least, the 10th book we wish to recommend you is The 1 Minute Manager, which is a short book by Ken Blanchard and Spencer Johnson. The brief volume tells a story recounting 3 techniques of an effective manager: 1-minute goals, 1-minute praisings, and 1-minute reprimands. Each of these takes only a minute but is purportedly of lasting benefit. The 1-minute manager has been widely praised for its universal appeal and for reducing esoteric management theory into simple, actionable techniques. It walks around the company to catch people doing good work, indeed good work. The idea behind this principle is that people who feel good will deliver good results. So students, these are the next 5 books which you can pick up and start your reading journey. In this session, we tried to cover genres such as adventure, fantasy, fiction, philosophy, motivation, and self-help. But you can pick other genres also, like sports, biographies, autobiographies, psychology, religion, science, etc. It's a limitless ocean waiting to be explored, waiting to be conquered. All you have to do is pick up a book. So students, I'd like to end this session with a quote by Janet Winterson, and she says that books and doors are the same. Books and doors are the same. You open them and you grow through into another world. So such a beautiful thought, students. Reading is to mind what exercise is to body. So I wish all of you pick up book today and start your reading journey. It is a blissful journey waiting to be explored by you. So happy reading and happy learning.